Okay, it's time to come clean about what I was smuggling into the camper and why. I feel I should probably justify what I did. When we bought our first camper, we bought this along with it. It's a Hughes Autoformers Power Watchdog 30 amp EPO. It's a great surge protector. It has emergency power off for high and low voltage. It has a Bluetooth app. You can track your volts, your amps, your watts, even your frequency of your power. Your error message will come up in the app. It will notify you if you're with the Bluetooth range. It works great. The surge unit is replaceable. It's a great company. This thing has been a tank. It's gone everywhere with us. The face, well, this dog lights up white. They sell a sticker. This one hasn't, to dim it down because it's pretty bright. It's kind of like a nightlight sometimes outside. And at certain campgrounds, it's pretty noticeable. But this is a 50 amp camper. So we reached out to Hughes and told them about our experience with this one. And they were nice enough to send us this. This is the new Gen 2 50 amp Power Watchdog. And there's been some changes. First of all, it looks different. No longer is there a cord coming out the bottom. The power cord plugs in here on the side. The dog's a little smaller. This is now dimmable from in the app, so you can control it. It also gains Wi-Fi. That's a really nice feature because with the Wi-Fi, if you say put this on campground Wi-Fi, which should be independent of the power of the camper, and it says, uh-oh, voltage is too low, I'm turning off your camper's power, and you're not here, if you have data to your phone, wherever you are, you're going to get a message, power's out. Then you can go, okay, it's fine, or the dog's in the camper, or my fridge might spoil, and turn around and go back. Check the status as you're going to see what's going on with the unit. Maybe it's just a temporary thing. Of course, none of this works if there's a blackout. If there's a blackout, obviously everything goes out together and you don't get a notification. But if it's just the power at the campground's not exactly clean, you'll find out about it and be able to do something. I'm going to talk about the differences between the two apps in a minute, but overall, the Gen 2 is definitely an improvement. It still has all the features of the Gen 1 with the replaceable surge and so on. You also can change sometimes how the EPO functions. You can turn off neutral faults for the EPO. So if you have a known neutral issue at a campground, you can tell it to ignore that. So that's another nice feature. Gives you a little more flexibility. So overall, we couldn't be happier, and we're thrilled that Hughes sent us this, and we're going to put it to good use. Going to go over the differences in the two apps now, and just show you one other little fun thing that we picked up from Hughes as well. So the Gen 1 and the Gen 2 Watchdog uses different apps. The Gen 1 uses this red one. You can select your device, connect to it, it's Bluetooth only, and it gives you your information. How many kilowatts of power you've used since you last reset it, your line voltage, your amperage, your frequency, your watts, and a on button down at the bottom. It's not a button, it's an indicator whether power is on or off. If there's an error with it, it's going to show up here and give it to you. If you're connected to the unit by Bluetooth, or within range of Bluetooth, if it powers off or has an error, it's going to tell you on your phone, but if you're outside Bluetooth range, you won't get anything to reconnect to it. So you won't know if the EPO shut off power. On the Gen 2 unit, which is this blue app, you can see my device. I call this one Gen 2. You can see it's connected via Wi-Fi, but I could connect it via Bluetooth. And if I go into it, it's going to look a little different. It's got line 1 and line 2 because it's a 50 amp. The frequency, the amps, the watts, just like before. Now on this one, the RV power thing is actually a switch. You can cut power to the RV remotely. Because this is on Wi-Fi, if you say put the device on campground Wi-Fi and the EPO kicked out because the voltage went too high or too low, you would get an alert to your phone because the campground's Wi-Fi should still be on, for example. If you go into the bottom corner, see a little gear here. This is where you can change the device name, and you can also turn down the backlight. On the Gen 1 unit, the face of the dog is always on. It's on a set brightness, and they sell a sticker. Ours has the sticker over it because it's pretty bright. On the Gen 2, you can just turn it down. So set it to whatever you want. And that is basically the major difference between the functionality of the apps. They do the same thing, just the Gen 2 adds more features with the Wi-Fi, with a little more control, and so on. For comparison purposes, here's the two units next to each other. You can see the form factor of the newer Gen 2 and the older Gen 1 on the right. The longer cord does occasionally put you quite close to the ground, like we are here on the Gen 1, but overall, broadly similar. Along with the Watchdog, Hughes sent along this little digital AC voltmeter. It's actually kind of neat because you can see it in real time just glancing. You don't have to go into the app, kind of keep an eye on things, see if power's trending up or down as people show up, turn on their ACs and so on. And it kind of doubles as a nightlight if you're traveling through the camper at night, heading from bedroom to bathroom. So kind of dual use, and it's kind of fun to be able to see it in real time. So kind of a useful little thing. Definitely not necessary, but if it's something that you do like to know, you can just glance over, see it. Doesn't take up much space. It's just a little guy. So we'd really like to thank Hughes Autoformers for sending us the Gen 2 Power Watchdog 50 amp EPO that we're using now. We're going to keep everyone updated on how it works for us. I can't imagine it being anything other than excellent because the old one was. But if it's not, we'll let you know. And as for the old one, well, it's 4 years old. It's been on close to 50 trips, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. We're probably just going to try to find someone who needs one of these and give it to them. So that should give you an idea that they're rugged. This one's been everywhere and out, and yeah, they're a great unit. So I recommend both of them, but I do like the new one better. So I hope this was useful to you and provided with information. And if you do decide that you want to get some sort of different surge protector EPO, take a look at these. They're excellent. Have a great day.